Hi guys, I'm Janet, and I'm here to take you on an off-the-beaten-track trip to La Gomera. We will be sailing on this beautiful catamaran to some hardly accessible beaches, visit caves inhabited by hippies, and also wander around abandoned fish factory. Not to be monothematic, we will also go ashore to hike some stunning trek in the mountains towards Valle Gran Rey. Welcome aboard! Everything already in the shelves. The shelves are locked, protected. We have just started the motor. And we are off sailing for 10 days. Bye! So, we are going on an adventure. I'm so excited. Boats usually leave San Miguel Marina early morning or at the evening time, as around 10 a.m. strong wind starts to blow and usually carries on through the whole day. First quick stopover, Las Galletas, breakfast time. You have met Brett and Connor before. They threw an awesome Christmas party for the Marina community. Now I got the chance to sail with them on the catamaran for the first time. Next destination, Los Cristianos, where we will anchor for the night. Inherent attributes of this famous tourist spot are nightlife, hotels, and wide sandy beach. Unreachable for us as we prefer to stay in the observer position and undertake other activities. Closer.
I want to see that handler.
Huh? Well, now it's like it should be. I have no idea how. Ah, this? No?
Yeah.
But I don't know how we're supposed to do that.
Just do two. Two of those.
Two of those?
Yeah.
Okay. And then go through this?
Yeah. And then
this.
loop it, and then loop it, yeah.
Like this. Okay? My first proper knot. I'm getting good at this. Arrivederci, Los Cristianos.
Arrivederci. Yeah, that's what Ben said to me. He said, don't worry, but when you go in the shops, there's everything.
Very fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bye bye, Tenerife. It's time for La Gomera, off the beaten track. Look at those dolphins playing with the boat. Cool! They really like the game. Woo!
You're allowed to eat now, Connor.
La Gomera, the second smallest from the Canary Islands, has hardly 20 kilometers from north to south. but getting from one end to another takes way longer than indicates the distance, as one has to cross the volcanic mountain tops, rising to nearly 1,500 meters, 5,000 feet, at the central peak of Garahonai. La Gomera is an ecological treasure, and its coast is dotted with small beaches set between cliffs. It was declared a biosphere reserve by UNESCO in 2012.
Please look, another cave.
Now we are heading to Playa Negra. That is the black beach where we are gonna anchor tonight.
When we stop. How much?
There is Brett snorkeling. I do have to work sometimes, but I couldn't wish for a better office though. How great it is to have a bedroom that changes views now and again, but I especially like this one from today. Look at this.
Way down the coast. We realised once we got to that point, it was not possible.
Trying to figure out in the meantime how the motor works.
We've got fuel. Now,
It does. No, it has even a spare one in the box here, right?
Yeah, in case we run out. Yeah, true.
Jesus. Yeah, first success. Now the lines, or did we untie them? Where are those?
So what
The
you're gonna
ropes,
do-
the ropes. Yeah.
I will take us back. I'll take us in to loop them off there.
Oh, okay.
But let's just
Off
make
there.
sure let's just make
Okay.
sure this motor is good.
Okay.
We're
To
going
the caves.
exploring.
To the caves. There. We are going there. There's abandoned building and the caves. Some decent waves, no?
Yeah, exactly. It's not big, but it's not a flat lake.
We're almost there. But watch the rocks, like we are very close.
Oh, look at this. It's crazy, yeah.
It's crazy here, yeah.
Gonna get a bit bumpy now.
Yeah.
We should be in a bigger dinghy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we cannot snorkel today.
So this is a nature reserve place where it's like the best snorkeling.
You can get from Kise to La Cantera beach in approximately 3 hours. The trail is around 6 kilometers and it leads along a well-maintained route over a ridge through a barren dry landscape with interesting rock formations down to Playa de la Cantera, a secluded pebble beach occasionally conquered by a dinghy. Look at the surge! Brett, tell us what happened.
Well, that was a little bit crazier than we were before. So basically, what just happened was arriving here, the sea was a little bit too rough. So we planned to moor against the old dock there, but unfortunately, with the sea state, we said no, we're just going to go straight back to the boat. But as we turned off, the engine died. So I presumed we ran out of fuel, but as soon as we were topping it up, it was too rough, so we were spilling everywhere. So I decided just to come for the shore. So we gave it as much gas as possible and then cut the engine, lifted it and used the oars to direct us towards the beach. But with these waves, it didn't take us long to get beached.
And the current pushed us actually straight to the stones where we parked our dinghy.
Yeah, like halfway there basically.
I wonder how we are gonna get out of here now. That's
Gonna get wet, that's for sure.
But we are at the very spot which we are gonna explore now.
The ruins are the remains of an old fish factory. It was the first tuna salting factory founded on La Gomera and was opened around 1830. In the complex there are buildings leaning against the rock walls where the employees lived. A lot of the fish was exported to Italy. It was a thriving era for the island. Together with the cannery factory, which was located in the nearby bay La Rajita, a big part of La Gomera's former economy was generated here. Since 1960s, the factory has been closed and slowly decaying. Various factors such as an outdated fleet, Japanese factory boats, the depletion of fishing grounds, lack of capital for modernization and increasing local demands for fair wages, together with the availability of cheap labor in North Africa, caused the crisis in the sector.
It seems abandoned, but there are like few tents over here. So apparently there is someone living here. It says don't enter without asking. The problem is I can't see anyone here, so I don't know even who to ask to get a permission to enter.
Although this is the only one of former three similar factories that is at least partially preserved, it is not a protected monument and was rented out by the owners a few years ago to a writer who still lives here. The factory is therefore unfortunately not open to the public.
So this place, it's a previous fish factory. It's not abandoned. I met the owner, but she wants to keep her privacy. You can get here with the official tourist pass, but they really do not want a massive tourism here. I mean, if you get here, you can say hello, but apparently it's very, very hard to keep the place then tidy and neat. So just leave it as it is.
I leave you guys in this interesting place with an appetite for more, I hope. In the next episode, we will continue our off-the-beaten-track trip to vibrant valley Valle Gran Rey, hike some stunning trails in the mountains, and visit secluded caves inhabited by 3 people. Walk with me.